See these parsley seedlings? Tall, weak, spindly, what gardeners call leggy. This happened to me more than once, and for a long time I had no idea why. Every single time the culprit was the same thing, light. So let's fix that right now because it's simpler than you think once you know what to look for. If you are starting seeds indoors, light is the most underestimated factor by beginners. And it was definitely mine. Today I'm giving you the exact numbers you need, and then I will show you what happens when you get them wrong. Because I've made every single mistake in the book. There are 3 parameters that matter: duration, intensity, and distance. Get all 3 right and your seedlings will thrive. But miss even one and you end up with what you are seeing in my footage right now. Duration first. You want 14 to 16 hours of light per day. That's the baseline for almost every vegetable seedling. A lot of beginners think more is better and leave the light on 24 hours. But don't do that. Plants need a dark period just like we need sleep. And without it you will see stress signs, yellowing leaves, curling, poor growth. And on the other hand, 6 hours like a short winter day is nowhere near enough. That's how you get weak, stretched plants before they even start. Also, use a timer. Set it once and you are done. Now, intensity. The number on the lamp box, either watts or lumens, doesn't tell you what your plant actually receives. Those numbers describe the lamp. What matters is PPFD, photosynthetic photon flux density. It's measured in micromoles per square meter per second. Basically, it measures the useful light hitting your plant surface. For most vegetable seedlings, you want 100 to 300. Lettuce, spinach, herbs, 100 to 150 is perfect. For tomatoes and peppers, you will need 150 to 200. Because below 100, your plant will stretch. It's as simple as that. Finally, distance. And this one depends on your lamp. If you are using basic LED strips or fluorescent T5 tubes, you can go as close as 4 to 8 centimeters. But if you have a powerful horticultural LED panel, stay at 20 to 30 centimeters. Because at 4 centimeters you will cook your seedlings. A simple trick if you have no meter, hold your hand at the height of your seedlings. If you feel any warmth on your skin, the lamp is too close. Once your plants have their first true leaves, you can raise the lamp a little. And also always watch for signals. Scorched leaves means too close and leggy stems means too far. Now let me show you what ignoring all of this looks like. Because I did it twice in 2 different ways. First mistake was my parsley seedlings next to a window in winter. At first it sounds reasonable, but a winter window delivers maybe 10 to 30 mole of useful light, so it's less than a third of the minimum. Add only 6 to 8 hours of daylight and you have a disaster waiting to happen. Long, fragile stems impossible to transplant. Classic leggy, and I had no idea what I'd done wrong. So I bought a growlight and I thought problem is now solved, right? I grabbed the first cheap model I could find and hung it 10 to 50 centimeters above my lettuce and spinach. But I had the same result, because that lamp was delivering 30 to 80 mole per square meters per second. At that distance, it's still below the minimum. Underpowered lamp placed way too high. 2 mistakes in one. The plant stretched exactly like before and I couldn't understand why. The lesson: having a growlight is not enough. You need the right intensity at the right distance for the right number of hours, all 3 together. Once I got all 3 right, proper lamp, 16 hours on a timer, and correct height, the difference with my tomatoes was immediate. Short, stocky stems, deep green leaves, seedlings that actually looked strong. That compact, sturdy look is what you are aiming for. Once you've seen it, you will never confuse it with a leggy seedlings again. So the diagnostic is simple. Tall and pale means they need more light or a closer lamp. Scorch or curling leaves back the lamp off. They always tell you what they need. So here is the recap. 14 to 16 hours per day on a timer. 100 to 300 micromoles per square meter per second of PPFD, depending on the species, and the right distance for your specific lamp. Those 3 things will save you from the mistakes I made. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe, and drop a comment. Did your seedling look like overcooked spaghetti or stir-fry little trees? See you in the next one.